Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this class we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 18, body fluids and circulation. Body fluids and circulation. Body fluids and circulation. So it is related to human physiology, the unit human physiology, right? We are going to discuss in this chapter about the body fluids like blood, lymph, and how the circulation takes place through the circulatory system. So we also discussed about the circulatory system and its anatomy, right? So we'll start with the first thing, that is about body fluids. So there are two things that actually we call it as body fluids, especially the blood and as lymph. So now we'll start with the first thing, that is there are two things. Body fluids are blood and lymph, right? So first we'll choose the blood in detail, right? So we can discuss now the details about the blood. So the blood is a connective tissue, as we already studied. I think we have studied in the animal tissues. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. We call it as fluid connective tissue, since it contains a matrix called the plasma, right? So because cells also there, cells and plasma it contain. So actually both the extracellular fluid, that is what we called it contain. Why we called fluid connective tissue? Because so it contain two things: extracellular fluid, that is a liquid substance fluid called plasma, that is called blood plasma, right? So it is also referred as blood plasma fluid, plasma. And intracellular fluid, that is, so intracellular fluid also there, that is the fluid in the red blood cells, that is we call it as cytoplasm, right? So plasma and the cells, right? So the tissue must have cells, right? So tissue means, so there is a, when you take this much of a microscopic view, so there are cells, WBC, these are the WBC we can take, right? And these are the RBC, right? And we can take the platelets like this, these are the platelets, right? So you can consider this is what the WBC. There are different types of WBC are there. So WBC, this is what RBC, and these are platelets, right? And in between these cells there is a fluid, that is what we call contain extracellular. So cells are there, extra means outside this cell means the fluid is there, so are surrounded by fluid, and these are not constant, they are always moving, okay? So in this fluid they are found, right? The cells are found in the fluid. So this is what the fluid matrix called extracellular fluid, which is also called matrix, right? So this fluid matrix is called plasma, plasma, right? Which is pale yellow. Detail we will discuss it later. That is what we call the extracellular fluid, or we call it as matrix, which we have studied in the animal tissues. So this is what why we called fluid connective tissue, right? So next, the blood is actually the alkaline. The properties, when you observe, blood is uh, it's a alkaline, slightly alkaline we can say. It's not more alkaline, and usually the pH is about, during normal condition, pH is pH of the blood in a normal condition, that is 7.4, right? So which is referred as alkaline, slightly alkaline. It is alkaline pH, that is little basic we can say. Alkaline means basic. The pH 7 is neutral, more than 7, that is 7.4, it is 7.4. so this is what the pH of the blood. So in case of normal condition, right, normal healthy condition. Next, the volume of blood in a healthy person. When you consider the volume of blood, so how much liter it may be, right? So that is about, in case of adults, it's about approximately 5 liters. Yes, in adult, actually adult, so that is 5 liters, right? Approximately 5 liters will be the normal volume of blood, the average volume of blood we can say. So it may be not exactly, so either less or more, 5 liters in a healthy normal adult, right? And in a born baby, so it's about 450 ml. Newborn baby, that is about 450 ml. So it may goes on increasing up to adult stage. So and it will become finally 5 liters. That is in a newborn baby. Newborn baby, right? So this is about regarding the volume of blood. So that's approximately 5 liters, right? So next we'll take up the composition of blood is categorized. It's very important, and so I'll write here the composition of blood in this way. So I'll choose here first scheme, and that means the flow chart. In this way we are going to study blood. So has two things, one is fluid components, another one is solid components. So we can take two things here. So in this way, the flow chart we can study. So this is what, first I will take the solid components. Solid components, or also called fractions. Solid part or fractions. What are the things which are solid, right? So the solid components or solid parts of the blood, and another one is liquid portion, that is what we call fluid fraction or fluid components. Fluid components or fractions or parts, right? So it is approximately, solid part is approximately about 45% out of that 5 liters, 45%, and it is about the 55%, means more fluid is there, not exactly 50-50. So this is out of 5 liters, so that is 45% is there, 45%, and 55% is plasma. So that is considered as plasma, right? So we can mention it as a plasma. And so here again, types of fluids, solid components has again different type of cells. It includes cells mainly, so that is RBC, that is RBC, so we call it as red blood cells, right? Red blood cells or red blood corpuscles. Instead of, we can say corpuscles, even red blood corpuscles or red blood cells we can say. Next, the next part of solid component is white blood cells, right? White blood cells, which is commonly called as WBC, right? So this is RBC, this is WBC, white blood cells. Again, types of white blood cells are there, so later we will take up that. So next, one more part is, that is blood platelets, right? Blood platelets, right? So here, these are the three solid things which are there in the plasma, right? So which comes under solid part of the blood, that is 45%. So let us see the details about the the WBC types now. So usually RBC are same, so the detail of RBC we will discuss later. And first we will choose here in this flow chart the types here, right? So I'll take here the granulocytes. Cytes means here cells, remember, granulocytes, which contain granules. Next, one more type is agranulocytes. So you can take here agranulocytes, right? So you can take agranulocytes, right? So these are the two kinds of cells which are classified here. So first we can take granulocytes, right? Granulocytes contain neutrophils. So types of this one, I'll write it down. So that is, yes, neutrophils. Neutrophils are about 50 to 70%. So it's about here about 50 to 70% of white cells. So out of this WBC, so if you consider this is 100, so out of this, so it is neutrophils will be 50 to 70%, right? And next, so you can take the second type of granulocytes, that's eosinophils. Eosinophils, so it's about 3%, right? Approximately 3%, right? So of white blood cells, right? And basophils, thirdly, that is basophils, right? It's about 1%, approximately 1% will be there, 1%, right, of WBC, right? So not of granulocytes, of WBC, right? And here 50 to 70% are written. And granulocytes, see, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils are the types of granulocytes. And next we can say, we can choose the agranulocytes, which have no granules. Granules are absent in these cells. So here lymphocytes are there, types of this one, granulocytes, that is, I'll write here lymphocytes. It's about, out of that WBC, 20 to 40% will be there, 20 to 40% out of this WBC, 100% whatever I have taken here. So out of 100, 20 to 40 lymphocytes will be there. Again, lymphocytes are classified here. They are the actually main role in the immune system, they take role in the immune system, that is B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes and one more is T lymphocytes. So this details you are going to study how they functions and what are these all, so will be studied in the second year. So next one is next type, lymphocytes and monocytes. So this is the first type of granulocytes. So this one granulocytes are classified in lymphocytes, and the second one is monocytes. Monocytes are 1 to 10% of, maybe 10%, it is normal. Okay, monocytes. So you may observe the any blood reports and usually related to total counting. So in that normal also given, or variations which we observed in monocytes, and actually these what you neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, right? Based on this also the clinically what they are identifying, okay, by blood test. So this is about the composition of blood in flow chart I have written, and the details. So we are going to discuss the components of plasma. The components of plasma we will discuss in the next video. Thank you, students.